Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, best place for long-term stock investing. Today we will be sharing our thoughts on Power Root as if this was the first time we are looking at it.
Whether is it Kuat or not.
Yes, whether it is Kuat or not. Now, of course, as a disclaimer, we do not own the shares, and now what we say is financial advice. The video is purely educational. Now, specifically, what are we going to look at? We are obviously going to look at what they do. What do we think of, the business that they're in? What are the financials and many, many other things. So keep watching. Hey guys, before we begin, just to let you know, we have a totally free masterclass just for you to sign up for in the comment section or the description, where we will guide you on how you can build a 6 to 7 figure portfolio using the power of stock investing. Go check it out. All right, Jonathan, let's look at Power Root. If you look at the year-to-date numbers, wow, it's
going up.
been doing really well.
Yeah.
Although when I measured it a few days ago, it's up 60%. Now it's only
I think if you go to
53%.
6 months, I think it's like up 60%. Like 6 months, yeah.
Ooh, very, very good.
63%.
Okay, so this was a stock that I've heard of it. I've never really dug deep into it. Unfortunately, I don't own the shares.
Yep.
I've heard of it, somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Didn't really think too much. It's actually not at all-time highs, right? The all-time high was in 2020, and it is actually almost flat over the past 5 years, up 15%, slightly a bit. So you're looking at like 3-4% return a year, maybe.
Yep.
Now, this gives us quite interesting insights, right? Just from the charts alone. It does indicate, right, that it is in a somewhat cyclical business.
Yeah, it looks at.
However, one thing to take note, assuming this number is correct, right? Assuming, right? Just looking at the numbers here. If the company is in an upcycle, which it is today, and the dividend yield is 3%, what does that mean? Well, a good chance it means that it is a pretty decent dividend payer, right? And we'll look into the numbers later, right?
Sure.
Again, we did not look at the numbers prior, so it'll be interesting. Now,
So basically we're going to check out the quarterlies, how have they been performing. So you can see that rate from 2030, I mean, it's obvious because of MCO and COVID. But then I think recently their growth actually start to like go uptrend. So you can see that one quarter up 572%.
Right.
And the latest one, they're up like
600%.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, remember, these are lagging indicators. So don't get too excited,
Yeah.
See this as a, opportunity to assess a case study. Now we go to the website. What do they do? So I think some of these brands will be very familiar to you, right, guys?
Yeah.
Of course, Power Root, really, really good. It's coffee. I'm not sure about this pearl. I don't think. It seems like it's for women, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Kachip Fatima. Okay.
Yeah, hot.
Ahwat. Okay, this is quite famous.
Yeah.
Quite famous.
I think first glance,
Ali
right?
Cafe. Okay.
Yeah. I think first glance at their website is pretty like very old school.
Pretty old school. Pretty old school. Where is Tongkat
90s.
Ali?
Did they take it out from their product shelf, or is it somewhere around one of the?
Ali Cafe. So you have Tin. I think this one. This one.
Yeah. Jinshin Tokyo. Yeah,
Yes,
correct.
Tongkat Ali. You guys know Tongkat Ali is for energy. Let's just call it. Okay.
Yep.
Energy.
Okay.
Immunity boosting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, what I find interesting as well is that we can see straight away they have an international market. That's a good sign.
Yep. We can actually, but I'm not sure how much does it contribute in the total revenue. We'll check it out later in the annual report. Yeah.
So very simple business, right? They're doing, this sort of like consumer good stuff. It's coffee. Who doesn't like coffee?
Yeah.
Energy drinks, things like that. Ali Cafe. We always remember the famous advertisements, right? The Ali Cafe advertisements, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys can go YouTube and find it.
Okay.
So the fact that Middle East is right here, hints to me at least they are right on top. Right?
Yep.
So we'll check later on. So anything else you want to add here?
No.
Very, very straightforward.
Yes.
Straightforward website, straightforward company. Look at that. They're still using the old Twitter logo. That's how old it is, man. Okay. Anyway, come on. Mr. Power Root, gotta fix it. All right. So you go to their latest annual report, which actually just came out only, right? In 29th July.
Yeah. 2 months ago.
2 months ago. 2 months ago? Yeah.
Yeah, 2
about
months
that.
ago. Yes.
Now, annual report. let's go to. Of course, they're using a Korean style. Of course, they are. Okay, let's go to this. So I always like to look at the financial highlights to get a sense, right? You can see revenue is actually down, right, since 2018.
Yeah.
So there's a certain cyclicality, not a big cycle, because if you look at the top, the high and the low, so it's about, let's say, 400 million.
Yeah.
And here is 350, the low, is 310 million. So that's about 80 million yo-yo
Yep.
on a base of like 300 million. So it's a 33% to 25% up and down.
Yep.
So it's cyclical, but not like super cyclical.
Actually, it's pretty funny because we thought that food and beverages companies are very defensive, very resilient to this kind of price fluctuation. But in the case for Power, it looks like, it's totally different from what we expect of a food and beverage company.
So I noticed another interesting thing here, which is that the profit before taxation is about 10 million with a 5-year high revenue. But yet, when we have a lower revenue, the profit before taxation is actually 32 million. So probably something we want to investigate right after this, right?
Yep.
But so maybe let's pull up the 2018 one and let it load for a bit. All right, guys, if you didn't know, we have a one-on-one mentorship program where you can apply for, where we level up your stock investing based on tailor-made solutions. If you're interested, you need to apply. Not all of you all will get into an interview. It's only 20% of you all will do it, and even fewer will get to hop on the program. But if you're confident that you can qualify, you can click on the link and fill in your details in the comment section or the description.
Yeah, it should be very fast.
Right? Okay. So the next thing you want to go, what else do you want to go and check?
I think nothing much. I believe those management discussion, analysis, chairman statement, management background, I think you guys can check it out yourself in the annual report. But we're just going to go quick, do a quick review on their financial statements.
Yes.
So,
again, we can't go too deep here.
Yeah.
But we can always go to our trusty Excel sheet to key in some numbers. So obviously the first thing we want to key in is the market cap.
Yes.
So that's the first one. And then the next one we want to key in the cash. So see how much cash do they have.
I believe it's around 93 million.
93 million.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Round it up.
And then the liabilities, they have
20 million.
Essentially so they have 2 million here.
And 70
million, 20 million. Okay, so they are a net cash company. And so when we go to our Excel sheet, we're really keen here.
Yeah.
They are slightly cheaper, right? The enterprise value.
Yes.
And as of the earnings in financial year 2022, you're looking at a 32 times earnings, right?
That's pretty...
That is on the high side.
Yeah.
But again, we could be wrong. So that's one thing we'll look at. Now, we did want to see the segments, right?
Yeah. So I think we can just Control F, maybe even, segment.
Yep. So you can see here, very clear. They have a pretty decent overseas market.
So their local revenue, I think, contributes about 60%.
200 divided by
347.
right?
About 60 plus percent. And then the Middle East contributes about 28%. The last I calculated. Yeah.
And we can see here, actually, the growth. Interestingly, the growth of between 2021 and 2022 came largely revenue growth from local.
Yeah, I think it makes sense also because of the supply chain issue.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you want to mitigate the export, right? You don't want to do so much of export now with the lacking of container. Back then, lacking of container. So I think it makes sense for Power to actually focusing more on sales on locally instead of.
So that's very interesting, right? Because eventually, when supply chains start to ease up, we could see a second boost in profits and all that. If they can grow in the Middle East or the other countries.
Yeah.
So that's something, right, for you all to look at.
If Middle East is craving for more Tongkat Ali, sure.
Yeah, why not, right? You never know. You never know, right? Okay, so we want to go back to the mystery that we had earlier on, which is the profit before tax.
Yeah.
Right, so we look at the profit before tax.
I think it's after the balance sheet. Yeah.
Yes, okay. So we can see this is the 2022. And let's look at 2018 rather.
Yep.
So, okay, apologies.
Here, yeah.
Okay, so we can see what was being affected. Okay, so they actually recorded a little bit higher, so they restated their numbers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I'm quite disappointed. Why the management didn't calculate the gross profit for us?
Yeah,
instead of
I know. So this is another thing. They have no gross profit calculation. So you can see that the EBIT, right, is about 9 million, close to 10. And then here is about 32 million. What is the big difference?
I got a feeling it's the cost of goods sold
Yes, there you go.
and the sales. Yeah.
So this is higher in 2018 versus this.
Yeah.
Raw materials used, right?
Yeah.
Marketing, 96 million. Marketing is another one. Marketing reduced by 3x, right? So
Reduce in marketing and increase in revenue.
yes, no. The revenue is still lower than 2018, but it fall a lot more, right? The revenue is only what do you call that? About, I want to say 20% less.
Yeah.
But marketing expenses fell way more than 20%, maybe 67%.
Yep.
So staff costs actually increase, and other expenses largely remain the same. So to summarize, it is to do with the raw materials and the marketing. Right? You can see big discount. So we won't do it here, but you want to analyze, guys, right? What is the raw material? Why did the raw material drop? I don't know. Coffee beans. Coffee beans, maybe the canning. Who knows?
Yep.
So anything else you want to talk about before we move on? If you're enjoying the video so far, remember to like, comment, subscribe, click on the notification bell so that whenever new videos pop, you'll know it fresh. Okay, so we go to Power and look at the big picture, right? So in general, they've done well. Right, they've done well. Let's look at the gross profits. Tika has kindly
thank you, Tika.
So you can see that the of course, the majority of cost still comes in the raw material and all that.
Yes.
But I think staff costs and marketing costs is still quite significant. Gives you insights into the company. One is that raw materials are important, but so is marketing.
Yeah.
Right, and the people. So without marketing, as we know, with the ads and all that, it's right there. But what else can you glean from here?
Nothing much. It's actually pretty stagnant. Stagnant movement in revenue. I mean, it's not like it's going up a lot. It's like it's up and down. I mean, like, as you mentioned, rightly pointed out, it's a cyclical kind of company.
Somewhat cyclical. It's not too cyclical, but it's,
Yeah. You want to check out their balance sheet?
So we actually looked at the balance sheet already. Right?
Yeah.
So we saw the net cash. It's not too good.
No, actually, their balance sheet, I want to see whether are they raising money or not. Or is it purely from profits?
Let's go. Common stock. Yes. So they did raise some money.
So this actually kind of tells us that maybe some of the money that they generated from their cash, right, it's coming from raising money instead of from their
definitely
operations.
Definitely. Good catch.
Yeah.
So it might not be a great thing that even though in a flat period, they are raising money. They raised money.
Yeah.
Right. And, they have not actually increased revenues. Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting. So if we go to cash flow, we always want to make sure they are doing well. So, okay, pretty decent. They're generally positive cash flow, but of course,
it's dropping.
It is on a low level, right?
Yes.
Today. So, guys, you want to take note of that as well. Capital expenditures. This is actually a plus point. They don't actually have to spend, right? So, this is the operating cash flow. And let's look at the free cash flow. The capital expenditure. So, you see, they do not need to spend a lot to maintain the company.
Yep.
Plus point.
Most likely, I think they spend it's more of a maintenance kind of capex instead of growth capex, right?
And actually, it's the marketing.
Yeah.
Marketing. So marketing is the capex in this case, guys.
Yes.
Ratios, returns on capital, pretty respectable.
20%.
Pretty respectable, I have to say.
Yeah.
Right? These few companies can do this. So kudos to them.
I think it's also to do with the minimal capex that they need to spend.
Exactly.
Hence, the return is much more attractive and more lucrative.
Yes. Yeah. However, also the EBT, right, is suppressed as a result of the higher marketing spend.
Yep.
So that gives you an insight, right, guys, into what matters for the company. It's not like the machineries or whatever that they buy. It's the marketing that's very key. That's why they always get the Korean star. They got Mr. What's his name again? Ali Sata. So these are the things that they need to spend money on.
Actually, I'm quite curious. You want to check out the valuations?
Yes.
Because I believe we haven't used this in our videos yet. So I think let's check out their normalized PE, normalized forward PE, and then stretch it out maybe to 10 years. Let's go all. So generally, I think they trades around, I would say, on average, around 16 to 18 times PE.
Right.
And right now, they are trading at around 30 plus PE, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, if you go back over here, their EV to 32.
Correct.
So, and the price is actually kind of increasing. So maybe they are expecting that the future profit is going to be higher.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, cause
that's what the market is expecting.
Yeah, most likely it is. Because right now it looks expensive. It's something like what I have discovered when we study like glove stocks, right? Last time when Top Glove was trading at 100 times PE, then after when they announced earnings, their PE is like only single digit.
Yeah, but the price dropped also.
Yeah, but the price dropped. Yeah, exactly. So maybe right now the price increase for Power Root, what we're seeing is that the market is already forward looking already. Their profit is going to make much more better.
Right.
Yeah. But if you plan to like invest and go inside it, I think it's a little bit too late. Yeah. It's always like that. You have to like predict way before they actually kind of announce the earnings and everything.
Good point. Good point.
So I think the last segment, let's have a look at their ownership. We just want to see who is owning most of the shares in the company.
Mr. Hao, Mr. Wong, Mr. Lau.
Okay. This one because we haven't studied who's the management yet. So you may want to like check out. Are they actually the managing director or they are just substantial shareholders?
Let's see insider transactions. Let's see. Okay, the loading is very slow, but okay. All right.
Nothing special. Nothing too special.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay. Good. There's not much happening in a way. It's good. Of course, we would prefer if they were buying.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
The Peter Lynch has a quote, right? People can sell a stock for many reasons, but people only buy for one reason.
Exactly. Okay, I think the last big is more of the prospect moving forward. So the latest news, I think it's August last month, they actually reported that the price for coffee bean is expecting to rise because of the major supplier of coffee bean, which is Vietnam. Their reserve is actually shrinking.
I see. Okay.
So I think that this news kind of triggered somewhat kind of boosted a little bit on the share price of Power Root.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, with higher coffee bean means maybe higher average selling price.
Okay.
For Power Root, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
So these are some of the factors you're suggesting that we look at.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick dive. As usual, we cannot go super quick, and we hope that the video is not too draggy. I know some of you have commented in the previous videos it's a bit draggy. Totally accept your criticisms. We're trying to fix it and try to improve it. Always give us good kind of criticism. We always take it to heart. Now, guys, if you enjoyed the video, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, the usual stuff. Share it with a friend. Share it with a Power Root shareholder or a shareholder or a stock investor that is considering looking at Power Root. And I will see you in the next video.